Okay, so once we finished drawing our part, we first thing we would want to do is pick the machine type. If we haven't done so, we would go in here and pick mill, lathe, or whatever we're going to be machining with. In my case, it's a mill. I already have mill selected right here, and the second thing we would do is a stock setup. We would go right here under properties, stock setup, and right here we have an option to enter the dimensions of our stock. I don't know the dimensions because we just randomly drew this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick bounding box. Oops. And it would bring this window right here, and I would either choose zeros. Zeros would probably come up, and you have an option to expand, because usually stock would be a little bit larger than finished part. So in X and Y I've added 5 millimeters, but Z I'm gonna leave at 0, and hit OK. And right here I'm gonna enter Z, which we did 20 millimeters, and we are gonna do a little bit more. We're gonna do 25, and right here we are not gonna put it at Z0, but we're gonna put it a little bit higher. Let's put it on 2 millimeters above the part, and we would press OK, and right there we have our stock. So if we rotate, we can see that our stock is a little bit larger than the finished part. So if we go back to top view, so the first operation we would do would probably facing. We would face the top surface, and we can go right here, right where the red arrow is, and press right button on your mouse, or we can go into a toolpath and pick a toolpath from here. And we got face right here. We can name it. We're not gonna do it right now. So it's asking to choose the chain, and we're gonna pick this chain right here, this outer rectangle. And it does matter where you're gonna pick the entity. Like this line right here, there's a difference if I press right on this side versus this side. It's just gonna start direction, which I believe you can change later on if you like. So we're just gonna pick this line right here, and we see this error showing the direction of the toolpath, and we're gonna hit OK. And now we get to choose other parameters. For example, the toolpath type is already chosen for us, facing. We're gonna go into tool, and there are no tools selected yet. We're gonna go into library, and you would probably have your tool already in the library. If you don't, you can just go into Mastercam library and pick whatever they have in here. We're just gonna get this right here, and it's already pre-filled all of the parameters for us. You will, if this is not your defined tool, you will have to either edit this tool, create your own tool, or edit the parameters that it entered, like a tool diameter, tool number, offset number, diameter offset. So you would want to change these to yours, to what your machine has. And you can also change these feeds and speeds. You can either change it here, or you can double click or right click on the tool and do edit tool and change all these in here. And you got an option for other parameters here to change this or get a program to calculate it for you. So we picked this tool, and we're gonna go next. We're not gonna do anything with holder. We're gonna go next to cut parameters. So right here we have several options how the facing operation would go: zigzag, one way, and other. We're just gonna do one way, and we are not gonna change anything here. You can if that's what you want. Next we're gonna go into depth of cuts. We are just gonna do one pass. We're gonna take off 2 millimeters. So again, it's really up to you what you want to do with the depth of cuts. Is actually goes like vertically. How if you want to, like if we go next to the linking parameters, right here you have an option to choose how deep you're gonna go. So we're gonna change all these to absolute, and if we right here where it says top of the stock, it shows 2 millimeters. It's 2 millimeters higher than a 0. That's what it is based on what we determined and what we drew. So the depth, how deep we're gonna go to 0. So we're gonna be removing 2 millimeters. So if we go back to depth of cuts, if this is too much for one pass, you would want to pick depth of cuts, and you would determine how deep you want your first rough step to be, finish cut if you want to do a finish, and things like that. Keep tool down and things like that. So we're gonna leave everything. We're just gonna do one pass, and home reference point, we're gonna do it from machine. So we're gonna press OK, and once we do that, the red X disappeared from toolpath. And if we go back and change, it's basically what it did. It did the regeneration by itself. So if we go and press this button right here, the back plot, it gives us an option to look. By the way, instead of using these magnifying functions, I use a scroll wheel on my mouth. It's just easier. So when we are in the back plot, and let's see where the play button is. My play button for some reason hiding. So I'm gonna lower this down. So right there is the play button. If I press play, well, yeah, so it shows us the toolpath of the facing operation. It shows us exactly how the machine is gonna do this operation, and we can go faster or we can go slower. So this is the facing operation. Okay, so the next operation, we would do a contour. We're gonna pick a toolpath, mill toolpath, contour, and it's asking us to select contour chain. We would pick the same chain, press OK, and we would get this same window. Toolpath is already selected for us. Tool, we're gonna pick just a random flat end mill. I have it right here. Same thing, we can change all the parameters if it's not our tool. Next we would go in the cut parameters. Right here, again, you can do whichever you like. Change these numbers, change these parameters. Depth of cuts, we're gonna just leave everything as it is. Lead in, lead out. Breakthrough, we're not gonna do. Multi-passes, you can do if you like. We're gonna leave it as it is. Tabs, in case if you would mill something in the middle of the stock and there's a chance that the part is gonna fall through or crash, you can leave tabs. Linking parameters, we would change this to 0 because after facing top of our material would be 0. And depth, we're gonna go -20, and that's it. Home is from machine. We're gonna press OK, and let's take a look at this operation through a backplot. So we would do backplot, play. Let's make it faster a little bit. So yeah, it goes down all the way around and lead out, and that's it. So that would be a contour. Let's do a drill. We would add another, right there is the drill. So it's asking to select a point. To select a point, let's do a top view. Let's pick this 4 points, center of the circle. Press OK, and let's pick a tool. Let's just pick just a regular drill. OK, cut parameters. Right here we have an option what kind of drill operation we would like to do. Chip break, pack drill, and things like that. Tab, we're gonna just leave it as it is. We're gonna go in linking. Top of the stock is 0 and minus 20. We're gonna change it to absolute. Let's do minus 25. I'm gonna change this to absolute, and we're gonna leave everything as it is. You have an option to pick coolant, whether you want to use coolant and things like that. You would have to do these on your own. Press OK, and let's look at the backplot. Isometric view. Okay, so we did something incorrectly because it's not. Let's see again. Yeah, we made a mistake somewhere. Let's find out what we did. We go back in parameters. Oh, depth of cuts minus 25. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do regenerate. Okay, so now we should have a right backplot. So let's see. Yeah, so it's just doing it a little bit too fast. Okay, so let's go next. Let's do a pocket. We would have to go and pick our chain. Press OK. And tool, we're gonna do just the same. Flat end mill. Cut parameters. So we're not gonna leave anything on walls or floors. If you would like to do finish, you have an option just to do an extra toolpath, just change parameters a little bit. So we're just gonna go into roughing. You have different options how to do that pocket. Entry motion, finishing, we're just gonna leave everything as it is. Depth of cuts, we're just gonna change this parameter. So if I remember correctly, our pocket is -15, top of the stock is 0. Change everything to absolute, and I think that's it for now. So let's take a look. To clear all these toolpath lines, I think we can do it right here. We just have to make sure we select whatever we want to clear. We're gonna clear all of this right there. So we got rid of old backplot lines, path lines. We just want to see, we're going to select only this operation, only this toolpath, so we can see how the pocket is going to be done. So we're going to go in backplot, and let's see what it's going to look like. So we have tool come down, and let's go to top view. And this is how the tool is gonna go. I'm not sure why am I not seeing the tool. So this is a tool holder, and let's get rid of tool holder. But why? I guess because the tool, oh, there you go. I don't know why the tool was not showing before. But yeah, so let's do it again. So tool comes down. This would be not a very good pocket operation for a mill to go down that way. It would be pretty tough on the tool, I think. So so we would want to do some kind of entry motion to get the tool in, and we would definitely want to do like multi depth of cuts, but yeah, just for the sake of this video, this is the pocket. Now we can also pick all of these toolpaths, and we can go right here where it says verify, and if we zoom out, okay, so if we press play, a little bit slower. Oh, I see a problem. Okay, so interesting. Let's rewind this. Let's play. So we just did facing. Okay, hold on. Something is not right. It's not. I don't see the contour. Why is it not doing contour? Oh, okay. This is the contour, but we haven't chosen multi passes. It's just doing one pass on the contour, and yeah. So these. Let's do this again. Let's let it finish. So it did facing. Now it's doing a contour, but because we didn't choose proper parameters, we didn't do multi passes. This is why the stock is left there. It didn't remove all the stock. Same thing with the pocket. Pocket is gonna have some stuff left because we haven't done the parameters the right way. So we have some stock left in here, and same thing on the outside. Okay, so this is very basic how to, I guess, video for those who just picked up the software and you like to start machining right away. Again, this is not proper tutorial on how to use Mastercam, but it's just to get you started and get you familiar with how to create toolpaths and start making parts. If you enjoy videos like this, please consider subscribing. If you like to see videos about rebuilding, like an auction rebuilds, automotive type of videos, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.